Welcome to my radio live. Welcome again, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And obviously, I have a very exciting person right next to me.
Hello, gorgeous.
And her name goes by Candice Modiselle. Guys, I love this hand. Let me tell you, every time I bump into her, it's just a vibe. She's a vibe.
I love the way you speak about me like I'm some person that you haven't known for years.
Yeah, I've actually known you for
You've known me prior to TV days. You've known me for 4 years.
We've had a good time, and this is just a pleasure for you being here. It's been a hassle, guys. I think we've had this conversation since beginning of the year, no?
4 months. It's been a lot of months.
And ma'am has been very busy, booked and busy.
Booked, busy, blessed.
Yes.
In that order, yes.
Yes. So I'm grateful that you're here. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me, babe.
And I can't wait for us to start this interview.
Please keep it cute. Please.
We shall see.
Don't put me in the hot seat, ma'am.
We shall see. But before that, let's do a young.
Mind you, this is
This
non-alcoholic,
is non-alcoholic, and this is definitely alcohol. Cheers, darling.
Cheers.
That's the same, man. Yeah.
Taste. This is my first time actually having non-alcoholic wine. It's like, it definitely tastes like grape juice.
That's grape juice, man.
Quite fine.
Sour grape juice, even. All right, cool. So, just a simple introduction of where you come from and basically who's Candice Modiselle.
Candice Modiselle was born Tumelo Candice Modiselle, so that's my first name.
How Tumelo?
Yeah, you do me. So I don't mind so much. When people call me Tumelo, I don't mind at all.
Okay.
But when my mom put me in school, I think because I was in a predominantly white school, they gravitated more towards Candice, which, I mean, having chosen differently, I probably would have gone with Tumelo.
Okay.
But I've grown up, still love my name, Candice, but we don't want to focus too much attention on that. I was a very lively child, very opinionated, vibrant, the energy in the room, very inquisitive, and an inquiring mind. That hasn't changed much, because I think those attributes filter into what I do now and who I am as a person. Extremely loving, grew up in a God-fearing home, raised by a single mother. I know that's right. And two incredible elder sisters, which I think a lot of people are also familiar with. If you followed my journey and the trajectory of my career, you probably also know that I have two sisters that have contributed quite greatly to.
Actually, the second question is basically going to be based on your sisters, but yeah.
Okay. So I'll glance over that.
Yes.
But yeah, I developed a love for storytelling quite early. You know, you have your school plays when you're in grade 1, and those grade 1 school plays become high school plays, becomes a high school subject that you take that is drama. And the bug bit me and I had to scratch. And it's something that's true to my entire family. That I do come from a family of storytellers. So I couldn't ignore what was an inevitable blessing and a gift and an anointing over my life as a storyteller. And I've since become one. It wasn't easy. It's not like I woke up and I was like, yeah, got the whole actor.
Exactly.
But yeah, even with all the trials and challenges that I've had to face, I'm blessed to be a working storyteller, a working television presenter, radio host. I mean, I've since taken a step from radio because I was focusing on other things. But I'm really blessed to have carved the journey that I have now. And it's an incredible thing when you think in hindsight and retrospect that all those little things that you were doing growing up, eventually the dots connect and they become who you are in your 27th year as an adult.
The perfect answer. That is so insane. Like I'm touched, I'm moved.
Thank you.
Really inspired me. Really inspired. Okay, talking about your sister.
My sister.
Obviously, you know, basically you're the youngest out of all your sisters.
Yes.
And how do you actually deal with the pressure of obviously excelling into your crafts? And also, I mean, do you find yourself in a situation where people always compare you to your sisters?
Yeah, look, initially the comparison, it's almost inevitable. Just like you'd imagine with like Beyonce and Solange. And I'm not saying we aspire to that level of comparison or anything of that nature, because they also have their own idiosyncratic journeys, the same way that we have ours. But people will not put people against each other, but they will draw similarities, and they also will say, I see how this person, but I think because we've also been very blessed to carve our own journeys. Buntle as a dancer choreographer, her introduction into the industry was as a dancer and choreographer. My introduction into the industry, being an actress, and Refile being the first of all of us to really cement herself in this industry, starting off as a model. We all started off and we had our different offerings, and we're very confident about that. And all that's really come from that has been an overflowing amount of support for and from each other. So no matter how much comparison may come, it hasn't infiltrated our relationship as sisters, but it definitely does happen. Especially with Jiva, for example, where Bunka was the head choreographer and I was stepping into a dance role. And that for me was so it definitely does trigger some insecurities that you may have not known that you had or had been buried for a while. But without a shadow of a doubt, the way we've also bled into each other's crafts, it would be like, okay, now Refula is acting, we've known Candice as an actor. Oh, Bunka's acting, we've known Candice we've known Bunka as a dancer. We've known, so that happens. But look, we leave no stone unturned, and we're very unapologetic about that.
My black queen! I'm actually obsessed with you guys. I love it. I absolutely love it. And you guys obviously like family bonds. I've seen how close you are, especially with mom.
Yes, mom is our best friend. Mom is our best bra.
What an amazing family, guys. What an amazing family. Okay, honestly, I'd like to know, who do you admire or who are you more inspired by? In general, in life.
Well, I think to be yo guys, sorry, I just wanted to fix Badozi for a second. I would say, without exercising too much bias, I'd say my mom. Okay. I don't often like drawing inspiration from people I don't know personally, because I don't know what their daily struggles are. I don't know what their daily inspirations are and how they fuel themselves accordingly in the midst of their highest and most difficult challenges. So I think I've seen my mom struggle. I've seen my mom aspire to more. I've seen my mom work. I've seen my mom walk from guy to get to guy, take taxis from what, and do. I've seen that. I've seen the struggle. I've been part of the struggle. And my life's work is committed to relieving her of that. So definitely my mom and my sisters respectively. And that's why I'm like, I don't, celeb status isn't the am all and be all of my inspiration. So for me, it's the everyday person. It's Uma, and it's not to glorify struggle. I don't believe in that either. True. But like Uma that wakes up every morning and sells vegetables on the corner or makes sandwiches, Uma Quenya. It's the everyday woman who strives for more in the midst of their adversities. And that's why I'm like, I'm not one to say, yay, let's struggle so we can show how great we are. But I do acknowledge that it's overcoming these daily things that really allows us to emerge our best selves.
Mom. I mean, it's the same. I mean, my mom definitely inspired by her. It's the same, but that is beautiful. Moms.
Shout out to the moms. Shout out to the moms. It's not easy.
It's not easy. Oh my gosh. Obviously, as a believer, God-fearing person like me, I mean, God is
Shout out does all the time.
All the damn time. One message that you would actually like to say to him right now. What would it be?
God. Thank you for choosing me every single day. I don't in any way take for granted that for every moment that I wake up, I am chosen. It's not a coincidence. It means that I'm still pregnant with purpose.
Yes.
That my life's work is not done, nor am I even close to being finished.
Amen.
I even say that he hasn't even started with me yet.
Amen.
For what I'm still going to do, this is not even my final form.
Are you hearing? Are you hearing us, God? Are you hearing your daughters right now?
For real. And I think a lot of people look at their lives and they think that success should look like this car, this apartment, this house, this sneaker, this bag. But every single day you wake up, you are victorious. You are a winner. You are far better than what you were the day before, irrespective of the mistakes that you may have made prior or the life that you feel like you didn't get to choose for yourself. You are still chosen. And like they say, broken crayon still color. So even if it's snapped down the middle, if life has snapped you down the middle, remove that paper. You still color like you did the
Girl.
first time. You always still color.
This is why I literally stalk you on social media. Like every time I'm just like, I just need to get my spirits up because I know homegirl is gonna preach.
I try.
Candice, Jeez, I'm getting emotional. Like it's crazy.
You're allowed to.
Okay, last question before we play our game.
Mm-hmm.
How was the experience on Jive? By the way, Laura and I, Laura, she's part of this damn YouTube thing. Laura, Laura and I enjoyed that show. By the way, we loved you as well. Like obviously, your character was amazing. You're bubbly. You were basically yourself. In other words, like me knowing you, I was like, this is so.
If I was like fully bougie, if I stepped into my bougie.
Of course. But how was the experience? Like obviously working with your sister, like you mentioned, working with everyone as well. The cast was actually quite great.
It was such a humbling experience, an insightful experience. I was working with a plethora of skilled performers in different ways. Like you get people who are skilled choreographers and dancers who are new to acting altogether.
Yeah.
People like Prince and Usne.
Yeah.
It was their acting debuts. And they
Yes.
It's very first time acting, and she stepped into it in all her fullness. And then you get emerging talent and leading black women like Unox, Stella, and Uzazi. So that was really, really great. I got to work with Given for the first time, who I've known for years.
I love Given.
So I got to work with Given. We used to take the bus together back in our high school days.
So
and he was trolling me on set all day about how I was so quiet and I was a bookworm and I was a little bit stuck up. I was just trying to be a little bit introverted, but yeah. So it was such a joy. And under the guidance and the care and the love of our two incredible head choreographers, Tom London and Bontle Moloi, or Bontle Modiselle,
shout out to
more
you
commercially
guys.
known as such. So yeah, and it really this story and all that Jiva was just capturing a kaleidoscope of black excellence that we don't often get to see. I think sometimes the African stories tend to be a little bit one-dimensional, or they tend to focus too much on redundant stories or poverty-esque stories or glorifying our struggles. And while yes, the story is innately rooted in a struggle story of a girl that's of a young woman trying to find her identity in all that she loves. It was just fun. It was fun to play. I'm grateful Busi trusted us. She's the showrunner, trusted us with the story. DOP's boss, we just really had amazing people. Shout out to Khaupi, shout out to Scott Smith, shout out to Scott Smith, full name Scott Smith, shout out to Manda Dube, shout out to the whole team, cast, crew, Blue Eyes Africa, for trusting us with this body of work. And I look forward to challenging myself more with different works, because I've come out more colorful than I could have ever with this work that challenged me so much. It really did. If you've never that just have it. And
Girl,
I come from a contemporary background, so
that was very
so
different,
to find the nuances of this was it was work.
You killed it, man. I loved it. I loved that production. I loved that show. It was amazing.
Thank you.
Everything about it was clean.
Thank you.
All right, cool. So that was the end of the interview. Now we're gonna play a little cute game called Never Have Ever. You know the rules, right? You take a sip if you
have.
Thank you. Danko!
Which I haven't said.
Danko!
So,
never have I ever. Wait. Have you ever stalked any of your ex's social media pages?
I'll say unashamedly, because
yeah. Have you ever smoked a joint?
Sorry, Mom.
It helps with anxiety, okay?
Yeah.
Have you ever sent somebody a frisky text while you under the influence? Have you ever lied about your age? Hell yeah.
I did. No, but the reason was I think my entire time on your TV, I didn't lie about my age, but I had to maintain a youthful image. So
No, me was definitely trying to get into the clubs.
I never lied about my age.
Oh shit! And the last question is a bonus question, so you can ask. Girl.
No, you ask it. You ask it. And you can ask. I'd say anything, but girl, you can't ask anything. You know too much of me and my business.
Have you ever been a side chick knowing that you know that you're a side chick?
Have you ever been a side chick knowing me?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. And one thing about me, if you cheat, I leave. Like, it's as simple as that.
You know what, nah? I was going through something that time, nah? Please, no judgment here. Okay. Anyway, guys, oh my god, we need to do a cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're such a, you're just amazing. Like, I love, oh my god.
Thank you. Thank you to guys here that watched. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on here.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for tuning in always. My followers are growing, and girl, I'm just excited. And obviously, I'll definitely have you again because I just feel like there's so much we still need to like.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. But we're gonna have a conversation and obviously have like a part 2 about it. Candice, you're amazing.
Thank you, beautiful.
I love and adore everything about you, guys. Be safe. Love you guys.
Order seller jewelry. Order seller jewelry. I'm wearing a nose ring right now from
Yes.
Order
I'm actually going to put the details down below.
Okay,
so we'll have a description and everything. Then the next interview, we'll talk about her jewelry. Also, I mean, I also want to be an influencer, so I'm definitely part of it. You know what I mean? Can we have that discussion?
Absolutely. I'm looking at you like,
girl.
Nose ring,
Yes.
Ring.
Yes. Let's do this.
it.
You see?
We
There's
got
this
it.
opportunity here, right here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously, subscribe, like, follow, comment below, talk about it. I'm gonna put Candice's details below. She's a rock star. You're gonna love her. Follow her pages. She's an inspiration. Mwah. Be safe. Vaccinate. Let's go. Summertime. Bye. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and comment below. Ciao.